that's because life has its own For You page that controls everything that you see from when you first wake up all the way to when you go to sleep at night. And that same For You page, just like the same one that's on TikTok, is... Man, what's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Kaylee here, and today I'm coming at you with another video. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were like, damn, bro, I talked to this person one time, now everywhere I go, I constantly see them? Damn, I just bought this car, now every time I go drive on the road, I see other cars that look the exact same. Even before I bought it, I'd never seen these cars before. That's because life has its own For You page that controls everything that you see from when you first wake up all the way to when you go to sleep at night. And that same For You page, just like the same one that's on TikTok, is also controlled by an algorithm. And the most successful people in this world are able to control and manipulate this algorithm to be able to have the For You page show whatever it is that they want them to see so they can get the most out of life. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how you could do the same. First off the start, you have to understand everything in this world is a frequency, and that frequency is determined by an algorithm, right? And a frequency can either be high, low, or somewhere in between, right? And this applies to everything in life. All the way from the food you eat to the kind of people you're in relationships with, all the way to the kind of conversations that you have. For example, low frequency food might be ramen noodles. High frequency food might be steak and eggs on a wooden plate. A low frequency relationship is every dude you try to talk to is broke, cheater, manipulative, and lacks emotional intelligence. High frequency relationships are people who push you to be the best version of yourselves, teach you new things, and protect and provide. A low frequency conversation looks like a person talking shit, a person spreading rumors, a person telling lies. A high frequency conversation is a person talking about the word of God, a person talking about business ideas, a person talking about motivation. You see how it's two sides of the same coin and how you can experience the same thing, but it's either really shitty or it's really good? That's exactly what frequency is. And to determine whether or not you're getting low frequency experiences or high frequency experiences all depends on what you interact with in life, or just like how you're on TikTok or Instagram, what you double tap. In the same way that you like one post on Instagram and now you continue to scroll, now you're going to see things that are the exact same thing or very similar. Real life works the same exact way. And everything that you're experiencing and seeing right now in life is the result of all your previous double taps or interactions that I've now added up to then give you the specific For You page that you now wake up and experience every single day. And I mean literally everything life throws at you, all the way from how your body is built to how your bank account looks, and overall just what you spend your 24 hours doing in life. And just because one thing in your life is on a low frequency doesn't mean everything in your life is going to be on a low frequency. You can have a high frequency, good paying job, but then come home and clock out and do nothing but sit on your ass all day, bed rot, eat shitty foods, not exercise, and indulge in a bunch of low and negative frequency behavior. And you have to be careful with everything that you spend your time on and everything that you do in life, because one area in your life that's very low frequency or negative can become contagious and spread into the other areas of your life. So back to my previous example, you can have a high frequency job where you have great benefits, great co-workers, and just great pay, right? But when you go back home, you have an evil, toxic woman that does nothing for you, that drains you. You also eat a bunch of shit foods and hang around the wrong people. Now, because of that, you lost your main job. Now you're broke on your dick, working a minimum wage job, or even worse, so you're at the crib not doing shit, and you still have a bad woman at the house. You still eat like shit, and your friends are still bad. And that's all because frequencies and energy is contagious. And the same thing works in the opposite sense. If you have one really positive aspect in your life, that can grow and expand into every other area in your life. So now that you have a good understanding of what frequencies are and how the algorithm works, how can you change your algorithm and what you see day to day right now? And it's very simple. By starting off with these two techniques, you can change the entirety of your life and everything that you know about it and live a new life and see everything that it is that you want to see out of this life. By being able to use the law of detachment and the law of manifestation, you can now control your own algorithm and manipulate it to now where you're showing life that you're no longer interested in these things and this is not what you partake in, and now this is what you're interested in. And now life will start to suggest and show things of that nature to you. So leaving the negative people alone, leaving bad food alone and fasting, leaving toxic relationships, it'll clear out all the negativity in your life and create space for even better things to then come in. And let's say, okay, Elite, Right now, I'm trying to change my life and get more money and have better relationships. But where I'm at in life, I don't know any people who are rich that can help me make more money. I don't know any people who are like-minded individuals that are into the same things that I'm doing. How can I interact with something that's not in front of me? You use the law of manifestation. You speak that shit into existence. I have rich friends. I have rich friends. I have a good network of people. I have friends that are reliable and have my back and are like-minded. You got to say these things out loud and into existence, and you got to think about these things constantly. So even if they're not right in front of you immediately to grab, double tap, and interact with, at least you're going to speak it out into existence. And eventually, while you're walking through your life and going through your 24/7, an opportunity will come and manifest itself. All it takes is one interaction to fill the rest of your life up with that same very thing. And it's going to take hard work, it's going to take persistence, and it's going to take discipline. Real life is not just like TikTok where you can just open a phone and within 10 scrolls, you'll probably see whatever the fuck you want to see. You're going to have to really keep your head down and really keep your head on a swivel for the opportunities and the shit that you really want to be a part of. But once you do find it, all it takes is one interaction. All you have to do is talk to a person one time. All you have to do is ask one question, and now the rest of your life will be filled with that same thing, especially if you continue to interact with it over and over and over again. And the most rich and successful people are extremely cautious with what they interact with and what they give their time, energy, and attention to, because they know life takes an inch and makes it to a mile. And if you have one interaction with something, life is going to continue to throw that thing at you over and over and over again, because that's how the algorithm works. If you like today's video, found it entertaining, or gained some value from it, drop a thumbs up. Comment anything that you want to add or anything that you want to see new. It's your boy Kaylee, and I'm out.